Hello, friends. So, hey, do you find yourself taking a couple of days out of the week or the weekend to travel up or down I-35 just to take advantage of your comp rooms, free perks, and discounts that WinStar Resort offers you? Maybe you live in Texas and you head to the border to hit up some of the smaller, lesser known ones like Border Casino or Treasure Casino, or you venture even further north to the newer Lake Crest Casino. Well, for those of you that have seen the many commercials and ads for Riverwind Casino and wondered if it was worth it to do the drive to check it out, or maybe you are attending a game or an event at OU and you needed a place to stay that also had its own casino. Maybe you live in Oklahoma and you saw the ads and you just never been. Well, in this video, I'm going to give you my honest review of the newly revamped Riverwind Casino and Resort. We'll show you how some of the rooms have been refreshed, show you the gaming floor now that all the partitions are gone, and we'll visit the buffet to see if it's worth its hefty price tag. Okay, let's talk Riverwind. If you've been there before, you'll get used to seeing all these mailers in your mailbox each and every month. If you've never been to Riverwind, that's okay. Just go online to riverwind.com, click Stay, scroll down to where you see the blanks to fill in your account info, and you're going to skip all that. Scroll down some more to see the different room types and click on View Details for the type of room that you want. Then scroll down, skip the account info fields again, and just click Book Now. You'll see the only offer you have available as a non-member is the daily rate. Click Select. You'll now see under the daily rate calendar all the different prices for the days you want to stay. As you can see right now, the average daily rate is $99 on weekdays, and they're sold out for most weekends under this rate. You're going to have to scroll all the way to June in order to find a Saturday and Sunday rate that's not sold out. Members that will have offers are going to see the word comp if it's a comp room day, or you'll see just a discounted rate. Continue to book as you would book any other hotel reservation. Now, if you're already a member, just click Online Account, sign in. You'll see your name, and a drop-down menu will take you to all the offers if you have any. Now, once you get to Riverwind, they do offer valet parking for a fee for everyone under Premier or Elite. It's currently $10 for base level members and $20 for non-members. Otherwise, there's plenty of regular and handicap parking for free on either side of the buildings. Okay, let's take a look at the accommodations in one of the comped rooms. During this stay a couple months ago, we were in room 222. The regular king rooms, or double queen rooms as this one was, have standard accommodations with single sink vanities in the bathroom, bath amenities like body wash, shampoo and conditioner, lotion, and even makeup wipes, which I thought was a nice addition, as sometimes I forget to bring my own wipes. There's a hair dryer, a huge mirror, of course a toilet, but unlike WinStar, there's only shower and tub combos in the basic rooms. They have full-length mirrors, a Keurig coffee maker with coffee making essentials, and a pretty good-sized mini fridge. Keep in mind that also, unlike WinStar, that's a sister hotel, these rooms have no microwaves in them. You're going to have to go down and use the one in the lobby. You're going to see there's a few pieces of art framed on the walls. There's a desk with a lamp. This is where you're going to find all your menus and brochures for the restaurants and quick bite eateries in the resort. Every room comes with blackout curtains, ample storage, and large flat screen TVs with cable television. The armoire is small, but enough room to hang a few pieces of clothing or your coats. This is where you're going to find the ironing board and the iron and the safe. And as you can see, your luggage is not going to fit in here. Now, sometime back, Riverwind started offering cocktails for room service. Woohoo! As you know, I love my cocktails. Now, in the event that we don't bring our own liquor, this service comes in handy if we're just chilling in the room and we don't want to go down to one of the bars. You're going to have to check the brochure for prices and note that there's going to be an 18% service charge added to all orders. You can also order food for room service during select times, courtesy of Chippendale's restaurant. Okay, let's go check out the casino or gaming area. Now, hotel guests can access the casino one of two ways. There's a walkway connecting the hotel to the Skyloft gaming area for use when, maybe you don't want to go outside because it's cold or it's raining or it's super hot. Now, this door is going to be locked on the casino side, and when you're coming back up to your room, you use your room key to open it. Now, keep in mind, these escalators are often out of order, so you use the elevator if you have mobility issues. Now, the other way to access the casino is through the lobby. This is where you'll find the complimentary coffee, juice, and the aforementioned microwave, and a sitting area to enjoy your drink or eat after you heat up your food. Here we enter the main gaming floor. This casino is vibrant and it's super clean. Make sure you stop by the player's desk to sign up for your player's card so you can start earning points and offers, and of course, receive your free bed-rate chocolate. On your way to the River Buffet, you're going to pass by Chippendale's restaurant where you can have a sit-down meal or you can order your food to go. This casino also has various other eating venues like an IHOP, Burger King, Panda Express, and Cantina and Tacos. Those are for your casual quick eats, and that's toward the back in their food court. Back there, you'll also find the complimentary drink machines, and there's also some drink machines near the River Buffet. There's a large bar in the gaming area as well, and servers go around taking drink orders while you're playing. Now, unlike in Vegas, drinks are not free in Riverwind. Don't forget to try the drink special of the month. Now, this casino has over 2,900 electronic slots, a selection of gaming tables, a recently expanded non-smoking section, 2 high-stakes areas, as well as a poker room found in the Skyloft. Let's check out the River Buffet. Now, the buffet prices range anywhere from $15 to $43 before tax, depending on the day and time. Breakfast buffet is on the lower end, and the crab and seafood night is on the higher end. Scanning your player's card gets you a discount based on your player's club level, so don't forget to bring that. Now, we did try the Saturday seafood dinner at $43 before discount and tax, and we found it nowhere near worth that cost. The steamed crab legs were served cold, whether you preferred it that way or not. The rest of the offerings didn't have any seasoning on them. They were all at room temperature. The desserts were not rotated out, so they were often stale and hard, and they tasted like they weren't made in-house. Now, cookies and such, I understand, but at $43 a person, some items should have been freshly baked, in my opinion. WinStar charges just as much, but at least the desserts over there are restaurant quality. But thank God that meal was comped. But now when we went down for the Sunday brunch the next afternoon, that meal was $24, and it was definitely worth it and so much better than dinner that we had the night before. At the time of day that we went, it wasn't really crowded, so that was good. So we got our tables, got some plates, and started off with the breakfast side. Since this is brunch, they're going to have your eggs. There was some waffles. They have those hash brown patties that I like. The bacon was really good. It was cooked perfectly. The sausage wasn't that great, but I was excited to see biscuits and gravy. Some of the brunch or lunch offerings were meatloaf and mashed potatoes. They had barbecue spare ribs. There was some brisket that was actually really good and moist. Slow smoked turkey. The carving station. There was an omelet station in which my stepmother said that the omelet was so good. I don't eat eggs, so I wouldn't know, but I'll take her word for it. Now, continuing on with lunch, they had fried chicken. They had some fried shrimp like they do on the seafood day, and that was really good, as well as some catfish. They had baked chicken for those that didn't want fried. You had your soups, which was egg drop soup, seafood gumbo with white rice. They had some rolls. For veggies, they had some yams, mashed potatoes, and gravy. Baked potato. You had some fixings to make salad. Here they had some cold items like honeydew melon, cottage cheese. Then they had all your toppings for your salad. There was some pasta, cornbread. They had this really good honey butter for the rolls. Here you have your condiments for your salad. They had some peel and eat shrimp. Here you have your condiments for the shrimp and the cold food items. Now the desserts, well, they were probably still store-bought or either baked from frozen. At least they were not stale and they weren't hard or cold. Items like the cupcakes, lemon bars, danishes, oatmeal cookies, they weren't hard from being left out forever, so they were much better. And these babies right here, they were amazing. There's some chimichangas that were filled with cream cheese and fried, and then they had these mini funnel cake stick thingies dusted with powdered sugar, and they were better than anything I could have gotten at the state fair. So overall, I'm going to give Sunday brunch a 5 out of 5. And even though it wasn't comped, I would say paying full price was definitely worth it. So our stay at Riverwind Casino this time was fun, and we really enjoyed all the improvements that have been made throughout the property since we stayed there last year. The partitions are all gone in the revamped areas. The non-smoking section, while certainly not smoke-free, is still nice to be in, and not being in the direct line of smokers that are holding their cigarettes right next to your machine. You know the ones. The bar drinks, they weren't good this time around, so we didn't do much drinking, but the atmosphere was great. And while my dad and cousins left way ahead, like they were just winning, I personally didn't come out ahead, and I even had a machine glitch on me while I was in the bonus, causing my bonus round to end before it was over. I have heard of this happening at convenient times for the casino in their favor, but I never had it happen to me until now, and I wasn't even filming at that time, but I doubt they would have been able to do anything about it anyway. Now, I assume that it was by design, considering that the only pots that I had left for me to pick were the minor and the major, and I had 2 more bonus picks left, and it just shut off. But, oh well, I probably won't play that much in their casino again as a result, because that really did put a damper on an otherwise enjoyable trip. Have any of you have had this happen to you, or you seen it before? If so, leave a comment and let me know what happened and what you did when it happened. Well, until next time, thanks for dropping by. Good night.